Let me mute my phone in case stuff comes through.
Your camera's kind of jacked up, but that's fine.
What is that?
Your camera. What's it doing?
I mean, his camera. I see. Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe I need to reconnect.
Off. Unbeknownst to the group, Grimm was doing a little nighttime reconnaissance mission, and what's your name?
Yeah.
And he got back on the boat probably somewhere around. I think it was probably around 3 or 4 in the morning by the time he actually made it back to the boat. And let's do this. Everybody make Constitution. Go ahead and make Constitution saving throws for me.
Constitution.
22.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the chat window.
Oh, that's not 2. That's 22.
Okay. Iver and Carric and Barron are going to sleep soundly. They're not going to hear the commotion. Jack and Grimm, however, especially Grimm, since he's barely getting down to sleep anyway. Jack's going to be awoken. You're going to hear some bells in the distance. You're going to hear a bunch of commotion. It's going to sound kind of like the town has come to life, even though it is in the middle of the night. You'd recognize it's some type of alert bell. Y'all can tell me whether you'd like to get up and take a look or just try to go back to sleep.
Yeah, I'll get up and take a look. It's an alert bell, you said?
Yeah, it's going to, if you try to imagine any movie you've seen, I mean, it's constant to-doom. I mean, it's a constant type of thing. You can hear as if it's midday type noise here, because again, this is a small town. It's right near the water, so I mean, there's not a lot of boats here. Y'all are, I think, one or two boats.
I'm just going to get on.
You're going to
go to the top deck and check it out. See what I can see.
I can hear.
He wants to go to the top.
Okay. You're going to go up there and you're going to take a look, and based on the fact that it's still dark out, you're going to easily be able to see there's a bunch of torch lights, and it looks like from where it's moving in the middle of the night, it looks like something's going on. And again, you continue to hear this bell. Every now and then you can hear maybe someone yell or things like that. There's definitely a commotion or something going on in town or in the village. So other than that, that's what you're able to see. I don't know what you want to do with that information. I don't know if Grimm got up to check with you or he tried to go back to sleep.
If he's going up, I'll just tell him to let me know what's going on, and I'll try to go back to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to just go down and say, I don't really know what's going on down there. There's alarm bells, a lot of torch lights going on.
No, nobody has approached the boat or anything like that. It's just, again, it just appears to be a big commotion in town. It's the middle of the night, so it's what you would consider out of the ordinary. But again, you don't see anybody approaching the boat. No one's coming to bother y'all. It's just something's going down in town. That's about all you can tell.
What time of night is it?
It's about at this point. It's about 4 in the morning.
I'm sleeping, so.
Yeah, the other ones, y'all were able to sleep through the commotion. Y'all didn't. It didn't bother y'all's sleep. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna do this. All right. Barron.
Mm-hmm.
While this commotion is going, you're still sleeping. However, you were woken up, and you're woken up to a very loud voice in your head.
Okay.
It definitely brings you out of your slumber pretty harshly. It's a very coarse voice, almost kind of like gravel, scraping on gravel. Then it's not a very particularly pleasant voice. I mean, you can tell it doesn't exactly mean you wonderful, cloudy, bubblegum things. It's going to speak to you, and this is what it's going to tell you. I'm going to whisper it to you.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, is what it is now. Okay.
And you have the option. You can ignore it, or you can answer it.
I'll just look around and see if I see anybody.
Okay.
Do I see anybody else in the room?
You can make an investigations check. All right. There's definitely nobody in there in the room with you.
Okay.
This is not coming from any person or thing inside your room. If you won't, make a perception check for me now.
That's gonna be a problem because it says my perception is plus 64. I don't know why.
Plus 64.
Yeah.
Well, you should.
No, hang on. I just delete the 0. Here we go. That'll probably fix it. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 103 on my wisdom, so it was 13.
You're under. I mean, again, you are 100% sure that it's not coming from anyone inside your room. You are 100% alone based on your investigation. But perception-wise, it's hard to tell exactly. Again, you're kind of just pull out of sleeping from this, so it's kind of hard to tell to get your bearings on exactly how this voice is inside inside your head, as far as whether you're hearing it or thinking or what. You really can't tell. Are you going to just ignore it, wait, or answer it?
I wouldn't. I mean, just waking up, I don't think I would do anything. I mean,
Okay, perfect.
just keep it in mind.
Okay. And then as Barron kind of sits there and tries to figure out what the heck is going on, at this point you might hear some of the commotion still going outside. But then as you try to lay your head back down, you're going to hear the exact same voice again, and it's going to say this. And that's what you're going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me how you want to.
I mean, I keep hearing her voice, so I would still look. I'd get out of bed and start looking around, see what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, we're on a boat, right? We're on our.
Yeah, you're on the boat. Correct.
Okay, so I want to walk around and see what I can see. Make sure everybody's still sleeping. Whoever's sleeping still. Are we sleeping together, or are we sleeping in our own rooms, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all's. I don't know what the living arrangements are on the Bloody Tobin.
I don't either. You tell me.
But I guess now's as good a time as any.
We all have pretty much had
If
our
you're
own.
with somebody around
Pretty much had our own rooms. All right.
Yeah, there was enough rooms for everybody to. I mean, if you remember the vampire encounter with all the rooms.
Yeah. Okay. I remember that map. I'll just get out of bed and start walking to the galley and making sure nobody else is awake, or see if anybody else is awake.
I rolled over and went back to sleep.
Okay.
All right, I'm still just standing up on the deck watching.
As you are kind of looking around and still trying to figure this out, the voice is going to come through one last time, and it's going to say this.
Okay.
And at that point,
I'll just kind of whisper back and say, I don't know who this is, but that wouldn't be a very good idea.
okay. So you will answer it this time.
Yeah.
All right. And then you will hear the voice come back and say this. Can't spell. And with that, you can try to respond if you want. Otherwise, that's going to be the last thing that you hear from the voice. And whether you disclose that to your fellow Iron Lords, keep it to yourself, or that's up to you. But that's kind of what you hear in the middle of the night.
Okay.
All right. And as the voice, you kind of sit there after you've continued to look around the room, not being able to find anybody, you will lay back down in bed, contemplating this voice and what it said to you, and you will, whether you get back to sleep or not, the morning is still going to come, and you are going to all wake up, and it'll be a new day in Lelion. Some of you got more sleep than others, and I guess y'all can kind of meet up below deck and decide what y'all want to do, discuss anything from the day before or whatnot.
I was going to tell everybody there were some alarm bells during the night. A couple of torches. Nobody burned the city down. I thought it was okay.
It wasn't on fire.
I didn't see any smoke. Just a bunch of torches.
Probably some goblins raiding the town or something.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
We haven't seen any good old goblins in a while.
Hopefully it was some in the cave. All right. Well, what are we doing today?
Well, I'm gonna go check and see if they got those supplies ready to go to Fanland.
Yeah. Me, what? Iver, you messaged me about some, or I guess us. I didn't get a really chance to talk to you about some sort of mine that was in trouble, or
Oh yeah. I was gonna go check on the supplies and then head over there to the mine. We got some. I was telling Barron and Jack, you were on the boat. I don't think you. I guess I might have told you last night over supper, but hang on a second. What's so funny, girls? I think that's funny. my daughter's over dying laughing at me.
This is for serious.
I'm trying to get serious over here, Molly. Golly. No, we got a potential 25% stake in a mine,
Hey.
and if we can rid these mines of whatever's shut them down from production. So might want to take a little day trip down there, see what we can see.
Yeah, who do I need to talk to? Maybe we can get a little bit more than 25%.
Well, his name's Reed Valisbury, and we can stop by the mining office on the way over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as well do that. Nothing else going on.
Yeah.
Solid filler. Break it too.
All
Well, why
right,
don't y'all go check on that, I guess. Then when we get back, we'll head to the mine.
yeah, I was I was kind of just doing that to move off the boat. So yeah, we can head to the mines. Go down there and check and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Jared. Jared.
All right. So who's just Iver and Jack are going down, or is everybody making a trip?
I mean,
I thought it sounded like everybody was making a trip. We're going to the mine?
are we going to the town or the? I think we should go to the town
If the end
first.
goal is the mines, then yeah, let's go.
I mean, let's check the town out first. I mean, there were alarm bells going off, right? I'll
Yeah,
stay in
sure.
the,
Everything
If
invested.
you heard alarm, I guess we would go check it out.
I would stay in the back.
Would we though? I mean, I don't feel like
What just happened? I had to take my headset off for a second.
We're trying to decide who's going to talk to the mine owner and check on the supplies before we go to the mine.
Oh, I don't have to go check on the supplies. I was just doing that to get moving. I mean, we can definitely go just straight to the mining office.
it's just
Well, okay.
Well, okay, we could go straight to the mine, or we could go into town. I guess that's the choice then.
I think we go to the town. I don't. But
Let's
I would go to
pass
mine.
through town to make sure our
Well,
supplies.
maybe I'm not certain of where the mine is in relationship to the town. Then I thought it was right, like on the outskirts, like we would pass through the town on the way to it. That's what I thought.
Kind of what I thought.
Yes, that would be a correct interpretation. It's not going to be in smack in the middle of the town. You'll pass through town to get to the mines.
well, let's pass through town and check it out on the way to the mines.
Let's make a
All right.
cursory pass through town just to make
All right.
sure we're going the right direction.
All right, y'all are going to kind of gather whatever supplies I guess you need, and y'all disembark from the boat and make your way off the pier and into the village. And as you do so, you'll notice that it appears that the commotion that Jack described from the night before has died down. It does not. You don't hear obviously any more bells or anything like that. That stopped hours ago when it was still nighttime. But it does seem that foot traffic is a bit more than it was yesterday when y'all arrived. You will see what appears to be maybe a greater presence of soldiers. Again, they don't have a full battalion of soldiers. They number anywhere from the low 20s to the high 20s. But you do see more of them. Their presence is more pronounced. Y'all are going to be kind of slowly making your way through. You don't notice anybody that particularly is paying too much attention to you all as a group. And I guess as y'all pass the street, you just let me know, are you going to be stopping off anywhere, or are y'all just heading straight to the mines?
I'm going to pull a bystander off the side of the road and say, what's going on around here? Why are all these soldiers and whatnot happening?
We lost you, Chris. You cut out on that.
I said, I'm going to pull a bystander off the side of the road and see what he has to say. Ask him why those soldiers are here. What's up with the increased foot traffic?
Okay.
Talk to us.
Okay. As y'all pass by, who's going to initiate the conversation with one of the citizens?
Me.
Okay. Jack is going to kind of stop one of the citizens that happens to be walking past the group and excuse me. And then what are you going to ask him?
What's up with all the extra soldiers and the extra foot traffic? What happened last time with the bills?
You're gonna get. He's gonna kind of be not necessarily startled, but it looked like he was definitely on his way. There was something else on his mind, so it takes him a second to kind of lock eyes with you and kind of put together the question that you asked. And he said, "Oh, terrible business. I'm surprised you didn't hear it. Didn't wake you up. Our captain, the leader of our city, was attacked in the middle of the night, and so the town guard, the Lances of Lelion, have been kind of going door to door. At least they were in the middle of the night, trying to find out what had happened. Specifically, if they could find the perpetrator. She was attacked with some type of magic, some type of black magic that blinded her.
Blinded her. Who do I need to talk to speak this? I am. I'll be more than happy to help figure this out. Who's in charge here now that she's been attacked? Who's second in command?
Oh, yeah, she's in charge.
But is she still blind?
No.
Oh, okay. So then all's right in the world?
Yeah, things have calmed down a bit. Now she's just trying to figure out who attacked her in the middle of the night. But they feel confident. At least the word is from one of the last Lances that I spoke with, that they feel that they're going to be able to pin down who did this.
Well, I assure you I will do everything in my power to help figure this out. And I'm going to go.
He just kind of nods.
Yep. You pass that on. That Jack Bartholomew Rolfour is looking.
And he kind of looks at you like maybe he kind of pauses, like maybe he should know the name, but he knows he doesn't, but he doesn't want to be rude, so he just kind of says, "Sure, yes, sir," and then kind of his head snaps back and he kind of goes about his business to whatever task he had already set his mind to prior to meeting you in the street.
Very good.
And y'all
So Jack explained to us what he just.
Oh yeah, I passed that on.
We hear that.
Yeah, guys, did you know somebody poisoned or blinded the city leader?
Blinded him how?
Yeah,
With
I know what
magic?
you're talking about.
Well, he said it was a black magic. I don't know.
Don't look at me. I don't know how to blind people.
That's weird.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
don't
So
look
I
at
guess
me.
that's what all the extra soldiers are for. They're looking for somebody, huh?
Yeah, bad luck.
That's what he said. Whoever blinded the lady.
And he said they know who did it.
He said they're gonna pinpoint it down. They've got it pinpointed.
Mm-hmm.
All for their services. I think he was a peasant though.
That's right. Probably for the best.
Probably doesn't know what
Since
he's
we're here
talking
to help.
about.
I mean, sort of.
As y'all continue to kind of stand there, and as Jack relays the story to you, I need everybody to roll perception.
So, ooh, Jack sees it.
So does Grim. Grim sees Jack. Grim sees that Jack sees what he sees. Jack sees what Grim sees what he sees.
I'm looking at the bird. I'm petting
Yeah.
my bird. I'm petting my bird.
Yeah. And we don't know what Iver's doing. He's probably picking his nose. Is he roll? I can't hear him. He's muted.
He's muted.
Not yet, because I'm trying to, Lindsay and Molly are sitting right here. Hang on one second. Roll for perception. Give me 1 second.
All right. So the wizard is the one that
Petting my bird.
fed your bird. All right. So everybody but Iver. I'm not Iver. Excuse me. Everybody but Carric. As y'all kind of stand there and listen to. Well, actually, I don't see Jack's roll.
I was at 27.
He got 24. Yeah,
24 critical 20.
Oh, there it is.
Actual?
Gotcha. Gotcha. I see it. Especially Jack and Grim, they're going to notice the most. As y'all kind of stand there talking, y'all are going to notice that there's a small contingent of lances that have kind of congregated, similar to y'all. I mean, they're not in any type of formation, but they've kind of met together and are kind of talking. And you notice that they are looking in y'all's direction. And then Grim and Jack specifically, with the two highest ones, y'all are actually going to overhear just barely audible. You're going to overhear them say, there's the new group over there. I think it's time to go speak with them.
And hearing that, I'm going to head that off and go speak to them. Nobody speaks to me first. I'll speak to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk
Fair
away. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. So Jack, you'll approach this group. It's about 3 or 4 of them. Well, we'll just say 3. They're just kind of doing the same thing that y'all were doing, standing in the road. They happen to be walking when they kind of met up and were conversing, and then that's when their attention turned to you all, and they will see you walk up to them. And I guess, what would you like to say?
I'd like to say, gentlemen, I spoke to a peasant. He informed me that the leader of the city was attacked with dark magic last night, and me and my compatriots are here to offer our services to figure out who attacked this leader.
And you say that the 3 of them are going to kind of look at one another and
Yes.
partly surprised, partly perplexed what to do with the statement from you. They're going to kind of turn to one another and whisper very, very quietly, almost unintelligibly. I mean, you can tell that they're whispering, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. And then I guess the one that you would appear to you to be the one in charge of the 3 would turn to you and say, I mean, we greatly appreciate that we have actually been tasked with finding you all and requesting, the captain has requested an audience from your group at the Court of the Lances. If you're willing to help out, as you say you are, we've kind of been tasked with escorting you there.
We are definitely willing to go, but we have some business in the mines first. I'm sure your captain will understand. We're very important people. We'll take care of this mines, and then we'll escort ourselves to see her. Unless you want to come to the mines with us and help us clear this out, I'll offer you a 2% cut of whatever we get.
This particular individual is going to realize that is make a decision like that is far above his pay grade. And he's going to say, no, thank you, but we have been tasked by the captain herself to locate your group and to escort you there. We're not looking for any type of trouble. She is, again, inviting you at this point to speak with her at the court post haste. Would you please be willing to accompany us to the Court of the Lances?
Is the captain going to be there? Oh, I'm not there. I'll walk away. So, never mind.
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. What are we doing? I couldn't hear. What are we doing?
The guard invited us to come willingly to go talk to the captain.
Let's fucking go.
Chris just told him. I mean, he just told him we're going to go to the mines first, and then we'd come. And then
Jack said that y'all would be willing to help and meet with him, but y'all have a pressing matter in the mines, and that y'all would come after you finish your own business in the mines. And at that, the officer responded with, he pressed the issue in that they weren't looking for trouble, but they were tasked with bringing y'all to the Court of the Lances to meet with the captain directly. If you want, Jack, since you're the one doing the talking, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Jack rolled.
That was a lot of clicking for one roll.
Yeah, I was all over my spell list. I had to go all the way.
Even with that roll, I mean, you are far more experienced than these guys, so you're going to be able to, just by looking at him, the tone of his voice, the way that he says it, and his mannerisms, you can kind of tell that he's uncomfortable. Almost like he knows he has a job to do, but he's nervous because he can just by tell from the group that they're out of their depth with you all. So it's kind of one of those things that you've probably seen. You know, he's got a job to do. He's trying to bravely as he can insist that you go, but he's not. You can tell he's not looking for a fight. He's just trying to follow orders, and he's pressing that the captain's requested y'all's presence.
All right, well, I'll pat him on the back and say, yeah, well, that's all right, man. We'll go with you. But the offer still stands. We go to the mines right now. I give you 5% cut of what we take.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, and that's why Jack should talk.
Let's see here. Oh, 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. Now knowing that I had to go in and make some
Plus 13.
30.
Seriously.
That's I think you convinced him to walk through a wall, possibly. Let's see here.
He hadn't seen us yet. Let us leave.
One second. All right. And you're going to make that against his wisdom. Okay. He's going to look at you when you say that again. He's going to look at the other soldiers. And he's going to say, how much did you say?
So it was 3.5%.
He said, I'm going to be honest that I do this as a volunteer. My loyalty lies not only to the city, but to the and to the captain. But that kind of money, if you were able to find anything, would feed my family for a year. The best I can do is just simply say it's up to you. I'm not looking for any trouble. If you would prefer to do that, I'll act as if I did not see you. And that if asked, we'll report that we met you a little later after your trip into the mines. I leave that up to you whether you want to go to the mines and ignore the captain's request. But I will not tell her I've seen you. So you've convinced him to kind of not report that he's found you. And then he looks at his 2 compatriots, and he is going to attempt to persuade them against each of their wisdom. And he's going to convince both of them to do the same again. So now the ball's back in your court. The 3 of them have agreed to not report seeing you at this time. So it's up to you whether you want to now, in fact, go to the mines or go to the court of the lances. But you have their agreement that they won't talk about meeting you.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm going to tell them I'm going to go talk to my buddies and see what they have to say. And I don't want them to get in trouble. So if they agree that we don't need to go to the mines right now, we'll come with him. And I go back to the group and I tell them all this.
All right.
So what do you want to do, guys?
I walked away, so
The city captain needs to talk to us, or wants us to talk, or we can go to the mines.
Let's go talk to her. I mean, if she wants to, whatever she wants to do.
All right, fair enough.
Barron will go grab the root and we'll go talk to Reed.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
Go grab the root, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Drew on board with going to the mines. Talk to Reed Valspree. He's the guy we need to talk to about the mines anyway. I don't think I need to be there for the captain.
Okay.
Oh, so Barron and Drew aren't going to come.
So they,
Correct.
all right. They've they walked. Barron, you went back to the boat.
Yeah, to grab the root.
Okay. So Barron is going to, I guess, discuss that and make that determination. He's going to head back to the boat, meet up with Darut, and the two of them are going to take a divergent path through town and head to Reed Valspree's place of business. He's the gentleman that Iver spoke with the day before and found out specific about the mines and negotiated a contract with to clear whatever potential threat might be there. The remaining 4 Iron Lords, Grimm, Carric, Jack, and Iver, are going to accompany the freelancers who are surprised that y'all did agree to go. Again, this is something that they are accompanying you, escorting you to show you the way. They are not. This is not like an armed guard. You're not being led off under cover of swords or anything like that, or guard of swords. Excuse me. They are going to show you the way.
Are they in front of us or behind us?
They're just walking with you. They're just walking with you.
I'm going to talk to them in the middle of it. Say, ask them, do they have any idea who they think attacked the city guard? I mean, the city captain.
They're going to kind of look at one another. What was that?
Iver's kids.
Oh, Iver's kids.
Mark's
Mark's kids.
No, all my kids are asleep. Or they're not in here. There's no noise on my end.
That's it. Sound
I
like
thought it was
it sound like
it's a ghost.
They kind of look at one another as they walk with you and say, to be honest with you, no one has really discussed that with us. Nothing has ever happened here in Lelion before. I'd be lying if they didn't say that if we didn't say that there would be some suspicion about you and your group because y'all are new to town and it happened shortly after y'all's visit.
Yeah. Are all of you volunteers, or does anybody actually get paid to be a guard?
We get paid a small bit, but we are all volunteers. The entire Lances of Lelion is a volunteer force.
How many are there?
There's roughly 22 to 24 of us at any given time. Some have to stay home and tend to family or fields at any given time. We have certain schedules that we're supposed to work. The captain is the only one that is the full-time Lance.
The captain that got attacked?
Yes.
Does that captain get paid?
Yes.
Does that make y'all a little bitter that y'all volunteer? She's the only one that gets paid. You don't think you'd have anything happening in the ranks here while there's only one person getting paid, the rest of y'all are just doing your...
Make an insight check. Make an insight check.
I'm not good at that. Actually, I'm not terrible.
Yeah, you're not terrible. 22.
He's going to say, oh, no. I mean, we do this gladly. But with your insight, you're going to see, you can tell that he's not completely telling the truth, that there is a bit of maybe resentment there. And as to where the resentment, the root of it, whether it's the pay or the volunteer status or something to do with the captain, you really can't tell. But you can tell that there's a little bit of resentment there.
Yeah. I just pat him on the back and I say, you ever get tired of this joint? We have a place on the other side of the sea over here. We're always looking for good men and we pay. We don't have volunteers. We have employees.
Kind of that, and he smiles, kind of a little bit of a smile, and says, "Thank you, sir. Despite what I've heard, y'all don't appear to be as bad as first reported."
When Carric hears that they are suspicious of us, I'm going to wait until a moment when I see that no one's looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get a chance like that, I want to take my pack off
Okay.
And just set it on the ground and keep walking.
Okay. All right. Y'all have to walk a bit of ways because the court is in the middle of town, or village. And so as y'all kind of make your way there, make a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh gosh. 13.
Okay. They are pretty engrossed in Jack's conversation, especially the offer of, a potential other job, so they won't see you do that.
What'd you drop?
My backpack. And then second part of that is I'm going to send the bird back to stand on top of it and dismiss her.
Okay.
With the pack.
Okay. All right. So y'all will continue to do that. Carric takes care of his business with his pack and R2. And y'all are going to arrive at the Court of the Lances.
I like the background. That's nice.
And as y'all kind of walk in through the door, of all the buildings, this is probably, if you can say the nicest one, it is probably the nicest one. Again, y'all been to the headquarters of the Lances, and it screamed, makeshift headquarters. Again, this is not an elite fighting force, but this court, this building, whether it was a repurposed from something else, whether it be a library or some type of monastery or something like that. This is, you remember from Porky's description, that this is kind of where this is where they kind of hold their public forums when there are disputes among the citizenry. It is many times handled here. Anytime there's someone to stand trial, this is where this occurs. So this is kind of their legal building, so to speak. As you arrive and walk in the door, you'll notice that it's not the rest of the Lances, but it is a pretty fair, large group of them, roughly about 15, that have kind of congregated on different sides of the room and the wall. Up at the center of the room, you're going to see the captain. She's standing there and she is talking to someone, a woman, and based on previous trips and business conducted the day before, Carric will recognize the person to be Sister Glinn. She is the one that runs the Temple of Ogma here in Lelion. And the two of them seem to be conversing. There are, again, a couple of lances standing on each side of the stairs. You'll also see someone that you have not met before. You'll see this guy. Did that pop up?
Yep, Christopher Tier. Christoph.
Yep. You will, again, you will not recognize him. But Porky has given you a description of what this person does and who they are. You'll also see the traveling merchant that Carric has recently done business with before, Mr. Carric. And you'll see some other people that you don't recognize from around town. As you walk in and kind of stand there, the three lances that you have been speaking with, they are going to kind of hold their hand up to you. Not in a rude way, but just because they kind of tell you to hold tight. They walk up. The one that Jack has been specifically speaking with is going to walk up directly to the captain at the top of the stairs, and you're going to see them whisper. And she's going to turn her attention to you all, and she's going to nod. He's going to come back to y'all and say, if you'll give her just one moment, he's finishing her discussion with Sister Glinn. If you would be so kind as just to kind of remain here for a moment. As you do so, they seem to finish their conversation, and then the Sister Glinn steps to the side, and the captain walks down to the bottom of the stairs, and she's roughly maybe about 15 feet from you, 15, 20 feet from you. And she's going to say, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
I notice that 2 of your fellow travelers are not here with us. Where are they, might I ask?
They are on business.
She will then respond, "Oh, what type of business?"
The Nunya.
They're at the mine. We've actually recently talked to the local mine owner, Reed Valspree, and he said he had some problems with some things down in the mine. So they're over there trying to help see if there's something they couldn't do, and we thought it best that just us came today.
We are doer of good deeds. We can't all be stuck in one room, which, by the way, looks like an interrogation. What is going on here?
Straight to it. I like it.
All right.
As I say this, I walk past the guard that stuck his hand up the stop sign, and I just high-five him, and I walk right past him.
Completely oblivious. Keep walking.
All right. She doesn't know what to do about the high five.
I hold my hand out for a low five to her.
But and if you tell me too slow,
Mark's having an earthquake over there.
I go ahead and do me a favor. Make an intimidation check for me.
Oh, intimidation.
And impose your will on her.
Okay.
I wasn't really trying to intimidate, but there, I'll go.
Man, you +9 on that too?
Yeah, so I rolled a 2. That was solid.
All right. As you kind of
She
say,
said you weren't trying to intimidate her, though, huh?
No, I wasn't. But
well, it came across
ass.
worded. The way it was worded, it came across to her as intimidation. It said this seems
Everything's-
like
everything's
what'd you say? An interrogation. So what seems to be the problem? And she is going to say, well, I appreciate the fact that you want to get right to the point. I'll be the one that kind of conducts this interview. I am appreciative that you willingly came here. That shows some goodwill. But we've had a serious issue, and we're trying to get to the bottom of this.
We'll be more than happy to help find.
We heard you got attacked. We were more than willing to help any way we can help you.
Yeah, she kind of nodded and said, I appreciate that. And I will be honest, I am relieved that the 2 that are currently not here are off doing other business, because this might not go as well had they been in attendance. The rumors you may have heard are correct. I was attacked in the middle of the night. Surely you would probably understand why we would want to speak to you. This has never happened.
Absolutely, I would. We are the Iron Lords. We kept this town from being burned to ashes by Tiamat. I would enlist our help in solving this mystery too.
She kind of nods. She nods and says, "I've heard of you. You are well known in this area.
You were well on fingers and polish them across my shirt. Of course, you have.
What he said?
He does the finger move.
You are well known in this area. Mr. Wester speaks very highly of you. As she says that, she nods, and from the back of the room, where there's people gathered, you see Mr. Wester kind of step forward. He speaks very highly of you. He also continues, despite yesterday's unfortunate situation, continues to sing your praises and tell me that you are a trustworthy bunch. However, as much as I respect Mr. Wester, he is an outsider. He is not from Lelion. And you may have heard that we are a small village, nothing like this besides, you mentioned the mines, this unfortunate business that allegedly is happening in the bottom of the mines. Nothing like this has happened topside in the city itself. And I find it very, very coincidental that I'm attacked on the eve of your arrival after our less than pleasant interaction yesterday.
Allow me to regale you with the story of another small town with a mine in it. You might have heard of it, Fandolin. Probably don't know about it anymore.
I'm aware of that. It would burn to the ground.
Yeah. So I
Well,
pray
I mean-
that doesn't happen to your city. Which is why we're sending our 2 guys to investigate the mines right now.
We want to make sure that doesn't happen.
Am I to take that as a threat?
Oh, you take every. Are you insecure? You take everything as a threat.
Nothing.
I'm just making conversation.
Normally, when people speak of cities burning to the ground and then saying we hope that thing doesn't happen to same thing happened to yours, most of my situation, anyone would view that as a potential threat.
Well, do they usually follow that conversation? Will we send our 2 best guys to look into it right now?
Carric
Well-
pipes up at best guys.
She then
And I'll
responds.
look over at Carric with a smirk and say, absolutely.
If the 2 gentlemen who spit at my direction and on my floor of my head are the best 2 that you have to offer, and the Iron Lords are not near as of note as rumors would say.
Well,
Hey,
let me stop you.
Hey, we didn't stab anybody in the
Right
street
Skills.
or throw fireballs in the street. So we
What'd
just
he
sit
say?
on the floor.
I said, don't mistake manners for fighting skills.
Don't mistake my politeness as an apology, or not, excuse me, not apology, as forgiveness for what happened yesterday.
Okay,
I-
then obviously, this is not going to go. You don't want us here. We don't really care to be here in your little town. What we'll do is we'll probably go to the mines from here. We'll try to help out what we just told Mr. Reed we will, and then we'll move on out of your town, and you won't have to see us again. How about that?
Yeah, she'll see that you say that, and she'll kind of contemplate, and then she'll say, if that is what you choose, that is fine. I mean you no ill will. I was actually glad
Okay.
to meet you yesterday. If you will recall, I did not even get a chance to address the group before I was
Yeah.
rudely dishonored.
Well, and just to let you know where we're coming from on this is Lord Nevermenber, your Lord, and we understand your relationship with him. When we did we risked our lives to save this area against Tiamat being resurrected. He didn't really show us any appreciation
He
or
spat at our
any
feet.
gratitude. Yeah, he basically spat at our feet. So you can forgive forgive our colleagues for not being real warm to him or any of his associates, especially after we put our lives on the line for this town, Neverwinter, Fandolin, everyone around. And that's the kind of thanks we get. Look,
Yeah.
we'll move on. We'll move
Make
on
a-
here. I'm sorry, you're
Make a persuasion check.
I'm -1 on that, boys.
Oh, you beat her though.
Come on.
Okay. She, as you say that, you'll notice a slight change in her I guess her demeanor. She's going to say, disrespected how?
How did he disrespect us?
We
Yes.
just told you he's.
Okay, well, immediately
spat at our
after-
feet, stood up and walked out of the meeting.
Yeah, immediately after we defeated the dragon cult, we were rushed to Waters Deep to be tended to our wounds and take care of us because we had been in battle with a dragon.
I've heard the stories.
Yeah, after they brought us before the council, he got up, stood up, spit on the floor, and said, "Well, they're not allowed in Neverwinter," and stormed out of the room.
Yeah.
So forgive me if I misinterpreted that from your leader as gratitude.
I cannot speak for Lord Nevermenber
And I know you
or his
can't.
actions.
Yeah, and I know you can't. I'm just letting you know that some of my colleagues people that associate with him, they're all lump that all together. So, like I said, forgive us for any
She's
disrespect.
going to then say, all the more reason why I granted you an audience yesterday. Again, you are known in this area. The things that you did over a year ago, that did not fall upon deaf ears in this area. The cult ravaged this part of the Court Coast, and I can speak for our town and probably some of the other ones that we were very thankful for what you did. So it is a surprise to see that you were not rewarded or felt that you received the appreciation.
Yeah, we got banned from Nevermenber. Yeah, I agree.
So all the more reason why I wanted to meet you yesterday.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's just start over. What about if we just start over, ma'am?
Okay. Roll of persuasion.
Dang.
She says her demeanor doesn't change. She says, I would like to start over. Again, I feel that these talks have been fruitful, which is one of the reasons why I invited you back today. However, the fact still remains is that I was attacked. Not only was I attacked in my own home, and I was blinded. Were it not for the efforts of Sister Glinn here, one of our most esteemed clerics who hails from Nevermenber herself, I might still be blind. I have to find out how this occurred. Do you have any knowledge if any one of your group, including the two that aren't here, would have done something like that to me?
Everybody, including the two guys, we were all on the boat last night.
Yep.
Everybody spent the night at the boat. Everybody was accounted for. No offense, but when we pull into a port that we don't know everybody, we tend to stay on our boat. We don't like to, it's just I don't know, call it a precautionary on our end too.
Yeah. What motivation would we have for attacking you? Also, the two guys on the boat, if they had blinded you, it would have been with knives. So.
And both the guys you're talking about, one is a holy man, and the other one's just a simple barbarian. So I'm not really sure.
He swings pointy sticks.
Well, she says the barbarian I get, the holy man I don't. She then says again. She kind of takes to heart what you're saying. She says, I have one question.
Okay.
And that question would be, besides the fact that you felt slighted and disrespected by Lord Nevermenber after your exploits with the Dragon Cult, what else is your problem with the Lord?
I'll be honest with you, that we were told that he was going to help rebuild Phandalin, and there's a whole town that got wiped off the map that's gotten forgotten about, and we have a lot of friends that live there.
And
I don't see anybody doing nothing about it.
She kind of looks surprised and says, "Well, I've done all that I can to help Phandalin. Surely your friend Mr. Wester has explained that to you."
Have you done that on your behalf, or have you done that on Nevermenber's behalf?
I have done that on my behalf.
Exactly.
Well, we appreciate your efforts.
We asked for help from Nevermenber too, and he is.
And then she looks at you and she kind of cuts you off and says, "Do you believe that Lord Nevermenber details with me all of his comings and goings and his business dealings back in Neverwinter?"
I'm sure not. From what I hear, probably not.
You would be correct. Take a look around this meager village that I'm entrusted with trying to protect and bring back to, a reputable state. I have my own problems to deal with. I highly respect Lord Nevermenber. He put me in this position and gave me this town and entrusted me with it. But I have no knowledge of any agreement that he would or would not have entered into with the Lord's Alliance.
I understand. We just did have, we did have knowledge that he did. So that's where we're coming up from our end. That we did know. We sat there in the meeting. So
She nods in agreement and says, "Here's what I will do. I will take it upon myself to look into your claims that Lord Nevermenber has not granted the assistance to Phandalin that you allege he was supposed to have done. In return, though, as a sign of good faith to me, I need you to speak to Sister Glinn so that I can be ensured that none of you had anything to do with my attack.
Okay, yeah, I'll go talk to him.
I need that agreement from everybody.
Oh, I'll go ahead and walk over to Sister Glinn because I already know her.
Okay?
I will not stand for these aggressions. I will not speak to Sister Glinn. I am not standing here coming into a city a day and a half in and being accused of a crime I did not commit. I say good day to you, sir, and I walk out of the room. And you're lucky I don't cast my animate objects and make all your fucking candlesticks get up and walk out with me.
All right.
Okay, out of character, that spell is dirty, by the way. Animate object.
Dirty spell.
Dirty. It is dirty. It's 10d4.
And I get
It's crazy.
with that, the captain is going to say a command, and the 15 soldiers that are in the room with you are going to lower their pikes, blocking your exit, and then the captain is going to simply say, things were going so well. I do not understand why you continue to speak to me in this manner. I have been very accommodating considering the way in which you met with me the first day and the fact that I have now made a simple request and you've now been rude to me twice.
You made
we
a
told
simple
you-
accusation.
Yeah, we told you we didn't have anything to do with it, so you don't
It's
trust
not a
us.
request, you
That's
made an
fine.
accusation.
We know where we stand with our relationship with you now. Go ahead, do it, whatever you want to do. You want us to go? You want to lock us up?
No, I do
No,
not.
yeah, you
want
do. Yeah, you do. You just closed everybody. You just shut us down here. So lock us up.
With that, the captain is going to say, fair enough.
Yeah.
If that is the attitude in which that you want to have, despite my best efforts, if you
Oh,
can
yeah, your
understand
best
why
efforts. Yep, your best efforts.
I would be hesitant
Absolutely.
to trust a group that has come in and behaved this way, then obviously you're not near as intelligent as I thought that you would be.
Fair enough.
She says another word, and the gentlemen that have lowered their pikes raise them, and she says, word has been sent to Nevermenber. They will be here shortly. I will have informed them that the Iron Lords have arrived in my town. The ones that are willing to speak with me, you may continue. The two that have taken such an attitude, you are expelled from the city.
So
If we
what-
see you here again, you will be reported directly to our private guard, and you will be arrested on site, and we will allow Lord Nevermenber to deal with you. There's a day to
I
you.
spit on the floor, and I say I don't want to stay in this pigsty anyway. I walk out.
Fair enough. So I'm assuming Jack walked out, and I assume Iver followed. Is everyone else walking out, or are the other two going to stay?
Grim?
I'll ask him Grim to walk.
I don't know. I hadn't heard Grim whether he's.
Grim, can you hear us? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said I'll be happy to talk to Sister Glinn in private.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was already over there talking to her supposedly.
Well, I'm
Okay.
walking out.
All right.
Deuces.
All right. So Jack and Iver are gone,
Yeah,
and
we're gone.
the captain will see that Carric and Grim step forward. She will nod and say, I appreciate your level-headedness. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. She's talking to Carric and to Grim, so y'all are free to engage in conversation however you want. But she'll say, again, hopefully you can see where I'm coming from. I was attacked in the middle of the night. I have to figure out and get to the bottom of this. You are new in town, and so obviously suspicion is going to fall greatest upon you all. It speaks volumes that you were willing to speak with me and speak with Sister Glinn. If you would be so kind as to one at a time step up to her.
Do you have a?
I'm going to raise my hand and be like, listen, I agreed to stay and talk to Sister Glinn in private. And if you're not willing to honor that, your request was for me to have a conversation with Sister Glinn, and I agreed to that. But I want to do it on my own terms.
She will agree to that and say, by all means, if you're going to point to this door over to her right, your left, and say, Sister Glinn, would you please take this dwarf here and speak with him in private? I'll give you however much time that you need, and then we will speak with Carric out here and proceed. Let us know when your conversation is done. And so she will very politely show you the way to the door, and you will find yourself in a small little meeting room where you can speak with Sister Glinn.
So just to clarify, me and Jack walked out.
That's what y'all said y'all did.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's that we walked out, but we're banished from town.
Yeah. The two of you were banished from town.
Perfect. Okay. Proceed.
I'm just going to set my spell book on the table and invite whoever wants to look through it, flip through it, and just see that I don't even have that spell.
Oh.
There's zero chance that I could have done that.
Oh, well, at this point, they would know exactly what spell, if it was a spell.
But you did just give yourself away saying you know it's a spell.
Wait a minute. What just? Jared, you broke up. I couldn't hear you. You said what now?
All I do is use spells.
Huh?
What did you? I heard you. He said he put the spell book on the table, and then you.
I'm allowed to flip through my spell book.
He said he put the spell book on the ground and let them look to see that he doesn't even have that spell. But what I'm saying is they wouldn't know that it was like the contagion spell or anything like that.
No, but they would be assuming it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but again, they wouldn't know what spell it was. So you said that spell.
But I don't have any spell
that
cause blindness.
No, they don't want to look at your book. Again, this is all semi-professional. You are not being officially interrogated.
Professional. This is nothing
I
professional.
don't want to clear the room. I want no doubt. I invite them to
This
look
chick
at my
has
book.
no professionalism in it. Never mind. I'm out of the room. Sorry. I'm out of the room.
All right, Ivor, you were with Sister Glinn.
Or,
No, I'm not.
no,
Sure. Graham.
Graham is.
Yeah, so as we walk into the room, I'm just going to ask her what her origins of her clerical background is and who she's studying under and, whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is. She is very honest and upfront. You can make an insight check as to anything she says, but she tells you, yes, I am a cleric. I have been studying this for quite some time. I am of the knowledge
And
knowledge domain.
And the captain had mentioned that you hail from Nevermenber. Is that correct?
Yes.
I spent some time there myself as a part of the Nevermenber Guard. Offered my services to them years back. I don't know what capacity you may have served in Nevermenber, but
I served. I did some serving. I actually served forward Nevermenber for a short period of time. I spent a great deal of. Go ahead.
As did I. I can't say that I left Nevermenber on good terms. It didn't seem like they were acting appropriately, as I would see fit for a hierarchy to act towards their civilians and whatnot.
She nods in agreement, and she says, "As would I. I served under him. I saw the inner workings of the government. He would call for me anytime there was a problem in the populace, and my job was to, as an expert in the history and cultures of the different species and races that were living there, to try to help fix any problems that he may or may not have created while I respect what he did for Nevermenber. I grew tired of the political gaming, and when the opportunity came to serve here at the Temple of Agma, I took that opportunity to live a quieter life.
Well, I think maybe I took a different path than you did. I opted to go out on my own and help adventurers survive and prosper, and perhaps to our detriment, I was taken captive by this dragon cult that has pestered our coast. And be honest with you, our group here is, it's a mixed bag of people and emotions. I just don't. I don't think the captain understands what we've been through for the most part. But they're kind of on edge coming back to the coast for the first time as a group, and I appreciate that there's been some problems here, but I can assure you that our group had nothing to do with it. It was just, I guess, unfortunate timing.
She nods. Do me a favor, make a persuasion check for me. All right. She's going to nod in agreement and say, yes, I can tell that you are a group of many different faces. It is a shame that your group was unable to reach a mutual agreement of respect with one another, with the captain. Just as you your group being on edge and you're returning to the coast, hopefully you can appreciate the fact that the captain herself is rather on edge. I've spoken with her at length about what transpired yesterday at the headquarters, and the behavior of two of the members of your group. With not a word, they behaved in such a way that was unbecoming of people of your reputation. And then to have it done again today, despite her best efforts, she may have not held the composure that she should have, but however, hopefully you can appreciate that she was attacked the night before. What she's asked for me to do is to speak with each of you that are willing, and ascertain whether any of you had anything to do with it so that she can put her fears at ease, her concerns at ease. You were willing to do so. I am going to ask if you have any objection, if I'm able to read your thoughts.
I mean, I don't think that's necessary. I believe I've explained myself to the nth degree that, we had nothing to do with it. And I mean, you could choose to believe me or not.
And she nods and she agrees and said, yes, just by coming here, you've shown goodwill. Know that I can read your thoughts if I choose to without your permission, but based on our conversation and the respect that you've shown me, I will choose not to, if you don't give me permission to.
Well, I don't like anybody inside my head because I don't think you're going to like what you see.
And she nods in agreement and says, more than likely not. But again, while I have the ability to do it as I choose, I am going to show you the respect. If you don't give me permission to do so, I shall not do it. I'm going to tell the captain that we spoke, and based on our conversation, you have persuaded me to believe that you did not have anything to do with the group. Excuse me, not the group, with the attack on her in the middle of the night. And she kind of nods and said, if there's nothing else, I will speak to your other companion.
Well, I mean, you're free to do what you want. I appreciate you respecting my my wishes, and I'm gonna bounce up out of here and go join the rest of my group.
Okay. All right. She thanks you, and y'all will exit the room and come back in, and she will nod in approval to the captain. The captain will thank you personally and says she has said that she's spoken with you. Simply from the nod, I know that you passed whatever test that she feels that she needed to speak with you about. Thank you for the respect you've shown me and the composure that you've shown. You are free at this time to stay in Lelion as much as you'd like. And with that, she will look at Carric, and Carric will, I guess, accompany her to the same room. If there's any specific questions you have, otherwise, she would ask you the same thing.
Nope, I'm just ready to move on.
Okay. All right. So declining reading the thought.
Oh, so you can read, I don't care.
Okay. All right.
I don't know anything. I mean, right? I mean, Carric doesn't do anything.
All right. I make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, if I agree, it doesn't matter, does it? It was a 2 anyway.
No, well, she still has to be. It's one of her channel divinities. She still
+1,
has to-
3, sir. Beat that 3.
All right. She's going to read your thoughts, and
All I'm going to do is think about how hot she was in the library.
she's not going to find anything that has anything to do with the attack. And she's going to thank you for your cooperation. And she's going to say, "Do you have any questions for me?"
Well, you said you didn't have any information to help me out with, but, we both spent a lot of time at the Temple of Dogma. We know some of the same people.
Correct.
Anything that you can help us out with the dragon cult would be helpful if you have any information about that. I'm always interested in information about the dragon cult. But also, specifically, the Lord Nevermenber, he really didn't like us for some reason. Now, my understanding was that it wasn't Lord Nevermenber that decided that it wasn't going to help Phandalin. The Lord's Alliance told Lord Nevermenber to help Phandalin. Has he gone against the council, the Alliance before that you know of?
Make a persuasion check.
-1, 12.
You rolled a 16. She's going to say, while I won't divulge any information that I already have about that, I will tell you it is not out of his character to do as Lord Nevermenber pleases.
Okay.
So it is of no surprise to me to hear that he was instructed to do something by the Lord's Alliance and possibly did not follow through.
So you're saying that it's not out of his character to think he's better than the Alliance or to do what he wants to do, even against their wishes.
Insight check.
Oh, God, natural one.
She doesn't make any expression on her face.
All right. Well, since I'm rolling my shit, I guess I'm done.
Okay. She thanks you for your cooperation and your respect. She walks you out just like she did Grim and nods. The captain looks at Carric and says, Grim, have you already left?
I bounced out. Yeah.
You bounced out. Okay. The captain will look at Carric and say, one more thing. Because 2 of your companions were not here to be questioned, and based on the behavior of the other 2 that left earlier, I have had to contact and message Lord Nevermenber. They will be sending a high-level cleric here, and they should arrive in 3 days. When they do, I can assure you they will investigate my home and they will be able to recreate any the events leading up to my attack. So if there is anyone that you know, or that it comes to your knowledge, was involved in my attack, it would be a benefit to you not to be here in 3 days.
I appreciate the warning.
And she nods, that's the least that I can do for the respect that you've shown.
And if you can help family,
She says, I will continue to do my very best. As you see, we don't have a great deal of resources. But anything that I can do, again, Harbin is a close personal friend of mine.
well, if there's one thing the Iron Lords can do, it's kill things. So we're going to go kill something in the mine and maybe that'll help.
And she nods. She says, that's fine. I believe it to be a fool's errand. There's nothing in those mines. Well, that is one of the reasons why I refused to endanger any of my volunteers. Some folly cooked up by Valspree, but if that is how you choose to spend your remaining 3 days here in Lelion, by all means.
Sounds good. I shake her hand.
And she does the same, and you're gone.
Bounce. I try and high five the same guy that Jack high fived when we'll be in.
He'll give you a high five, but he's gonna try to make it look, innocuous.
The motorcycle wave.
Yeah. Oh, did he blow the horn? Don't explain. All right, so you'll exit, and I guess who's out there? Who stuck around?
Oh, I'm standing right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be out there. Whatever.
All right.
I went back to the boat. Fuck this place.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm out there. If Carric walks out, and I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck was that all about?
Yeah, clearly she didn't trust us.
Yeah, I don't-
Otherwise, I mean, we told her she's already heard about
She
us.
thinks we heard her.
She what?
I said, yeah, she thinks one of us attacked her. I guess that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, so she didn't trust us. Even after we told her that we don't know anything about it, she still said, okay, we'll still want to double check you. Even after you heard all of our exploits and all the things we've done to save this place, you still don't trust us?
Yeah, she wants to double check, triple check. That's
Yeah,
what
I
she
got
wants.
something she can double check right here.
Yeah, whatever. She,
Just genuinely confused and looks at Iver.
Do it.
I think Carric is genuinely confused and looks at Iver.
Yeah. All right.
With
So
my poor social skills.
your poor social skills.
I mean, literally, they passed all the checks, so I don't know what else is to do here.
Well, let's go to the mine.
Yeah.
We told Reed we'd be there. I'm gonna message our badge over to
So
Jack.
we're getting pushed
Jack,
out of this
I'm talking
town.
to this
no
dude in
matter
the
what.
mine before you go
All
back
right.
to the boat.
That's all right. I'm going.
Huh?
That's okay. I'll meet y'all.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go to the mining company, I guess. Jared.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Y'all head over to the. I forgot the name.
At this point, I've moved into Reed's house.
mining company or something.
Hey, I'm just gonna remind. Wait a minute. Did I?
Yeah, the
Did I-
Nickelbuck Mining Company.
Yeah.
Did I
Drew,
speak-
me and Drew have talked our way into living with Reed.
Did I see Carric drop his pack? Because I'm gonna remind him to pick it up.
No, nobody saw him drop his
Oh, okay. Well, we should- Next time,
Oh.
Next time, badge us if you got a premonition that that's gonna go bad, so we could drop our stuff.
You're gonna drop your bow and arrow on the ground?
Ah, man, if I knew we were about to walk into an ambush like that, yeah, I probably would have.
Well, technically, you don't even know I did it because I was so sneaky.
That's true. All right. So where are we headed to the mine? Where is that? I'm looking at my numbers here on my map.
It's going to be on the outskirts of town.
Oh, okay. It's not even.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's not in the village proper.
Okay.
Because of how the amount of excavating they do, they're not going to do any of that under the town itself. When the mine was first discovered, they built the town separate from it. But
Wait a minute. I guess what I'm asking is the mining company where Reed is.
oh, it's in town.
It's in town. Do we still need to talk to him? Anybody?
Unless you want to renegotiate the deal you already made.
Nah, we'll just go to the mines.
Nah,
Let's
let's
go to
just
the
get it
mines.
on with.
Let's go look at the mine.
Y'all are going to take a little gander over to the mines. If you'll recall, he gave you a map of
He did give us a
Now,
of what the standard mines are that have been there for years, that the company has been doing. Y'all are going to step into a little wooden elevator on the trolley, or pulley, excuse me, and you are going to be lowered down into the mines, and you're going to find yourself kind of on the ground floor. Everything kind of looks similar to this rough sketch that Reed provided to you. It is, a cavern that they chiseled out deep and wide tunnels. They used wooden 2x4s and things like that to prop open, to designate doors and things like that. And so you kind of find yourself at the bottom of this thing, and you're able to see that this tunnel just naturally leads straight. And at this point, y'all decide which. Again, y'all kind of have a map of the known mine. So you just kind of tell me what y'all want to do.
so are we at the bottom of the elevator?
Yeah,
We
you're-
walked in the
yeah,
first
you're right
room?
You're right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, y'all just
Okay.
this is what that's what you would see.
That's
I'm
okay. I'm gonna
see a
walk to.
captain that will be angry at me, so I'll be in the back.
What is that?
Who's angry at you?
No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Oh.
I didn't even say.
I'm gonna walk to the. By the way, I got my wolf with me. Just wanna, as a point of
you have your
order,
wolf with you? Hey, I'm gonna bend down and get out of my pocket a little bit of jerky and hand it to him and feed it to him.
not
All right, everybody feed the wolf. Go ahead and hey, Barron, I want you to make an animal handling check.
I don't even know where that is. Okay.
It's under wisdom.
It's a wisdom, yeah.
All right, he doesn't bite your hand off.
Okay, good. I had to Woodhouse
That would've
make
been
some
something.
jerky for Aries.
Yeah, he takes it. You're able to pull your hand back. Ivor kind of notices it, kind of smiles as he sees Barron kind of pull it back real quick, kind of, almost like it startles him.
All right. I mean, I'll go first. I don't care. Go. Let's do this.
I'm gonna go. I'm looking at my wolf here. Does he have? What's that advantage on hearing and smell? Can I ask you if my wolf smells anything? I guess.
Is this
or hears
uh,
anything?
is this dim light or dark light?
Yeah,
or-
he has the mines are, you have limited visibility, but it's not completely dark as it is lit regularly by torchlight. Everybody's got dark vision at this
How
point.
tall is the ceiling?
Oh, they're roughly 10 feet tall.
Okay.
You should have a character sheet for your
I do.
your wolf, and if you want, you can roll for perception on him. And he also has a advantage
On
Oh.
sight.
sight and smell.
Or
Hearing and smell. So depending upon what you're asking him to do.
I just wanted to. Does he hear anything or smell anything immediate, kind of in that coming up room?
Is this still?
No, in this room, you just hear that he hears the same thing that you hear, kind of like the drop of maybe some water somewhere, but
what
no. you
time
don't
of day
hear
is it outside? Not in the cave.
anything.
Time of day.
Oh, by the time y'all finish y'all's meeting with the captain, it's probably around noon at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna polymorph into a bat.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And I just want to go wherever. I mean, I'll walk on the ceiling.
Welcome, sir. I'm gonna step to this first square right there.
No, you don't have to go much further. Just tell me where the rooms you want to go in.
Oh, so left or right?
Yeah.
I want to go into this room. Well,
Yeah, what's the big room here, huh? Or are we just in that room?
Yeah, y'all are in that room.
okay.
So left or right? Over to the
I want to go down here.
Here's
The bat would like to go down here.
All right, you're gonna fly down there. It's gonna be dank and dark. You're not gonna see anything as the bat. It's just kind of just your standard tunnel. You've been in at this point in your adventures. You've been through a bunch of these.
Okay.
I'm just going to go down the stairs, checking for any sort of traps as we go.
Okay, roll for investigation.
Don't see shit.
Do you have advantage? I'm just kidding.
Be at 4 anyway.
I was just
You don't see through the floor. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
The bat will certainly keep going.
All right, so you're just going to continue down this hall.
Yep.
All right, are y'all staying together?
Yeah.
I can't speak for anybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you'll head this direction, and as you get to this room, you're going to notice that it appears to be kind of dead end, and in this area right here, you're going to see a particularly large pile of rubble in front of the wall itself, almost like it's kind of been caved in or collapsed.
Can I tell that there was was there a tunnel there? Can I tell that?
The bat will
Make an
fly
investigation
to
check.
the other side of the room. I keep all my stats. I'm a bat. As far as intelligence and everything. I guess.
Hey, did we look in that other corridor on the way in?
Which one?
It's underneath.
It's a tunnel. If you take a left,
We didn't look that way. Take a left. Yeah.
We didn't go down
the
there.
shaft. Yeah.
Go down the stairs and underneath the path we took.
It doesn't look like
Did you
that's.
did you make an investigations check, Ivor?
Well, that's what I was asking. Is that what you?
Yeah, let's just make an investigation. Yeah, you can tell, Ivor. You're able to tell that it does appear to you it used to be some type of arched entrance or doorway that kind of caved in a bit.
Okay. Anybody got a way of removing this rubble?
Well, let me ask you a question. Is it like a platform that we step up on?
No, it's just flat. It's just like I said. It looks like where there would have been a doorway into another chamber, and it's now filled with debris and rock.
So this right here is not like a step up?
No, it's just a white wall.
Okay.
Oh, like how tall is it?
That's not that. This the ceiling is about 10 feet.
Because it looks like
The
there's
map, the 3D, it's supposed to be just a walk through.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Anybody got any ideas on how to?
I'll walk up and start moving rocks out of the way.
I guess I will too.
You got a dog you can dig, right?
Right.
Droid probably would do the same thing, but he's not here. I mean,
All right, make. Well, he stayed on the boat, didn't
Druid's not here. Yeah.
he? Yeah. Just make a strength check for whoever's going to be.
I'll help dig, even though my strength is like -2.
yeah, I'm a bat, so I'm not dropping that anytime soon.
Everybody's going to turn and look at the wizard and say, "You're with these strength checks, you're going to have to get your hands dirty."
I roll my sleeves. 17.
He rolls more than everybody else.
Hey,
Look at the
the
bar,
scrawny half of the elf.
the bard and the wizard.
The bar and the elf. We got the heavy looking boys. We got it.
It's going to take probably about 30, 45 minutes to get enough space where you can actually see through and get through. You're going to see the other side. Appears to be the same similar type of chamber, but you've got space to get through. So y'all will get through, and you'll be in this room, and you'll notice that there's a door.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
All right, make an investigations check for me.
Looks clear.
Looks like
Here. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty sturdy door that is locked.
Oh, I'm gonna walk up and put my peephole ring up against the door and look through it. Is there anything on the other side?
It just looks like more tunnel, little short tunnel, and then a cut off to the right.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my skeleton key.
Okay.
I assume the door's locked. Wait. Is the door locked?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure it wasn't one of those deals where somebody just opens it while I'm trying to pick the lock.
Yeah. Oh, hey. I would have let you in.
Yeah. So what do I need to roll for that? Sleight of hand or something for a lock pick?
You're talking skeleton key, right? Whatever
Sleight of hand.
whatever the instructions
No,
are.
picking a lock is sleight of hand.
Oh, I thought the skeleton key did something.
Oh, wait, you're right.
What is it? It gives you. It just does it unless you fail the roll. You still have to roll. Isn't that right? Because something like if you roll a 1, it becomes a regular lockpick.
Correct. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Give me 1 second.
It's a +5. If I remember right.
It's a
On top of your roll.
Yeah, so a 12.
Okay.
But that's a natural 1.
I was gonna say that's red there. That was
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't
I'm
see that.
highlighting it.
Okay, never mind. So what happens? Oh, it
I don't know.
turns into
What happens if you roll 1?
yeah.
I think it's a regular lockpick now.
Sucks. Okay, well, I didn't unlock it.
Or did you? I mean, what was the DC
Oh,
on
it turns into a. It turns
I
into. a
mean,
regular
no matter
lock.
what happens to the key, did it make the DC?
Yeah.
Obviously not.
Now you can just, I guess, if you want, just come up with some other way, or try to pick it now.
Yeah, I'll try to pick it. So.
All right, now sleight of hand.
Are you flipping
From
kidding
one
me?
extreme to the other.
There you go.
Man.
You really
All
got
right.
It's open now.
You're gonna pick the lock, and you're going to the door's going to swing open, and you are going to see that just what you saw through the peephole ring. You're going to take a right, and you're going to see some stairs that lead straight down.
the bat will fly into the hole.
That's what she said.
You're gonna fly. You're gonna go down there and fly into the hole.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're going to fly down into the hole, and you're going to be in a large chamber, a large series of tunnels, and let's see here. Let's see. What I'm trying to figure out so I don't mess this up like I did last time. Was it your name or your picture, actual picture I dragged?
Either one, I think.
Yes, that worked. Did that take you, Brock?
Let's see. I'm looking at the stats for a bat, so I don't know. I'm in the box for
The holding cell?
yeah, I'm in the holding cell.
All right, hold on. Let me grab you and move you out of your holding cell. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I'm out now.
All right. So that is what you're, even though I don't have a little bit, that's kind of what you see as you fly down into the hole.
Okay. I can't talk to y'all. I'm a bat.
Yeah, I was about to say, do we even know if you're a bat?
Yeah, probably not. I probably didn't tell y'all. I got a cloak of the bat.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna
I was just
Yeah,
saying, y'all
in 14 months, I probably would have told y'all I had a cloak of a bat. So,
either way, y'all see him as a bat, whether he told you or not. You see the bat fly down, and the other 5 of you, the 4 of you, will be standing there at the top of the hole.
And I'm gonna say because I'm a ranger, I know things about animals, and bats fly to space. So let's follow that bat.
So you basically have got two ways you'll notice on your map that he's drawn you. This is where the known ends, and this is where he kind of said that the problems began. And you see that there's this platform again, another one attached to a pulley, a little bit more rudimentary than the one you came down up into the shaft. And so y'all can either take that down or some other way. It's up to you all, but.
It says I have blindside. Do I hear anything? Let me see. Let me look at blindside because I believe blindside gives me.
Blindside you can see without vision. I mean, just echolocation, right? I mean,
Right.
You can still see everything. You just
But I
don't
think it
see-
has something to do with detection of movement too.
You can see invisible stuff. You can see whatever you want to see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna get on this little fucking pulley thing and say we probably shouldn't overweight this thing and go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. I'll cast Mage Armor myself and follow.
Okay, so everybody's going to hop on the thing and trolley yourself down. I'm going to move your token just for a second, Barron. Back into are you back in the thing?
Yeah, I'm back in the
box? Okay, all right.
Mhm.
I'm about to move all y'all's tokens over there into the actual battle map, but I'm going to give you something to drink first.
Battle map.
Or not that, whatever it is.
No.
Hey, does it look like that door in that room leads over to that pit? Like,
I'm a bat.
Hard to tell.
I think you have to go
Let
here.
me look up the bat stats. I got them pulled up. But
It looks like to me
Understand.
looks like this is terraced, like up and then up again.
Yeah.
But
well, not. I don't. It would have to be, wouldn't it? This is terraced
mhm.
because I don't know how any other way we would get there.
It looks like.
I wonder what.
okay,
Looks like we
okay,
done
technically-
the hole through here.
technically, this does not say anything about. Okay, I polymorph myself into a bat, transforming into a bat while you're in the form. You retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. The cloak can be used. Okay. It doesn't say anything about talking.
Talking? Well, you can't talk if you're a bat. They don't have vocal cords.
I'm just saying. It
All right.
doesn't say I can't.
It says you're a bat. Do bats talk?
I don't know. Do bad talk? I mean, I'm technically I'm not a bat either.
You are when you polymorph.
Okay. But it doesn't say I can't.
down the hole here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on that hole, right?
I'm about to reset you all. Not reset. Move you all. Let me know if it doesn't take everybody.
Yep, we're there.
I see. Yep, 5 tokens.
Yep, I see tokens.
Okay. You probably have to zoom in some or whatnot. It should be in the top left corner. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
oh yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Bat
can you
multiplies-
put the wolf with me?
Oh yeah, you got a wolf.
I can. You can do it as well, but
Oh, how do I do that?
You just
Drag
drag them from the vault or whatever.
Okay.
I got him for you. I'm putting him there. Oh, you already did it? Okay.
Yeah, that's R2.
Oh, that's already, no, there's another already there. Here he is. All right.
Look at all the people we got. Okay.
There you go.
Where do R2 like to go? Because he's got much more movement than me.
Can't hear me, whatever.
What was that?
Where does R2 want to go? Because he's got a lot more movement than I do.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I'll send her out if y'all want me to.
That's up to you.
I'm just kind of chilling.
All right, well, I'm going to go down this way.
How much does movement?
The
does
bat
that-
wants to go in. Is this a room right here?
Just got the
Like, shit.
fancy lighting.
Go check it out.
What am I on here? What layer? Draw shapes?
It's just slow. It's moving now.
Yeah, this is a big map.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so
I want. Well, I can't. I'm trying to point, but Jesus Christ, can I go to the right and sit? Is that a room?
I can hear you.
He wants to go to the right.
Yeah, was that Grim that said that or Barron?
Barron.
Are you still a bat?
Yes, I'm still a bat.
Yeah, I mean you can fly, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think. Can I move it?
Just move yourself.
But I can't get past that barrier.
That's what we were asking, if that's a room that
It's
where
a
Barron
wall.
is.
No, that's a wall.
That's what we were asking, if that was a
Ow.
room.
Okay, so that's not a room.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'll go with Grim then.
Yeah.
I'll go down here. I mean,
All right. So the Baron is flying over the.
is this a taller ceiling, or
This would be a much bigger cavern. What everybody's kind of seeing here is this does not match the mines above that were carved out, by workers. This looks like this was built specifically deep underground. This is nice stone and things like that. Now the walls are rock and things like that, but it looks like care was taken to build this underground area, and so it's
okay. I'm just gonna fly around.
okay. R2, I assume, is going to fly as
Yeah,
well.
she'll go up here. Do I see, or does she see any carvings on the wall? Any runes or any look like language, or figure out who built this place? Maybe.
No, there's nothing
I
on
was
the
going
wall.
to ask if there was any way you could look at the architecture. Do we know if it's
Yeah,
dwarven?
Type thing.
Let's see here. One second. Make an investigations check. Let me pull this down.
20.
Oh, I don't need it. Let's see here. All right. You're going to be able to tell that this was definitely built by some type of subterranean race. As to what specifically it is, I don't know if Carric would know that.
Okay.
He spent 100 years in the library.
Here goes a
200.
lot of stuff.
I'm gonna go back this way as a bat.
Hold on one second. Let
Do
me
some history or intelligence.
well, let me. That's what I'm looking at. Hold on one second. I'm looking up this.
Or religion.
Yeah, that's what.
Whatever you want.
Oh no, I appreciate it.
You're the boss.
No, I'm trying to make sure that this is
He's sort of the boss. Technically, the characters are the boss.
Let's do this. Make a perception check. This is R2 doing this, right?
Okay, yeah. That's better. 18.
Okay. Iver,
Yes.
have Aries make a check of a smell check. So have him make an investigation check. This will be for the sense of smell.
Man, he's at -4 in investigation.
He's not smart. He would be
Probably
perceptive.
perceptive.
His thing.
I bet he's perceptive, not.
My passive.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's right.
I meant to say perception. Thank you, because it's what he perceives. I meant to say that.
15, then he's got an advantage on those.
15, yeah,
Okay.
because he gets advantage.
All right.
Right.
Now make a history check, Carric.
Oh gosh, terrible. 9.
Okay.
No, I take that back. 13.
All right. R2 is going to
Hey.
see
Look,
what appears to be dead scales
turn the light.
and things like that,
light.
rough sloughed off on the walls.
Oh, good. How big are they?
Look, unscrew the light bulb and the light.
Look. You're going to assume. Are you going to relay this?
Yeah.
To what the group said?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. When you relay this to Iver, I'm on a different screen, so I'm assuming that he's still standing close to you. When he relays this
I'll step up.
to Iver, Iver's going to let you know that Ares is keyed on a scent, and there is a very foul stench that he is able to pick up. Y'all are not able to smell it at this point. He is able to do it. It's a very foul, sickening stench, and he seems to really be reacting to it. Based on your history check and the fact of the stench and the scales, characters I'm going to put together that this is some type of reptilian creature. You are not 100% sure, but you have heard in your or read your studies about certain type of barbaric cultures and reptilian humanoid type creatures that are known to live underground, cannibals, things like that. If that's what this is, you're not 100% sure with that check, but based on the smell, the sight of the scale, and your knowledge of different types of species that live underground, you have a better than batter's chance that you think that this is some type of reptilian creature.
So how tall is this chamber?
Chambers are roughly 12 feet tall.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody we might just be somebody lunch and dinner.
So we went from 10 to 12 here.
What do you say?
What?
We went from 10 to 12 feet.
Yeah. The other was about
Opens
10. Yeah, 10 is excavated. This is actually built into underground. This is meant to be here.
Okay. Well, the bat's going to stay as close to the ceiling as possible and keep flying.
Okay. All right.
All right, Ares is gonna creep in front of me. I want to kind of sneak stealthily.
All right.
Up in the world.
I want him to make a stealth check.
Oh. I'll just badge everybody. R2 see something.
Okay. Ares is doing a very good job of being stealthy. Whoever trained him originally trained him well.
Okay. Ivor's going to follow close behind him. So you badge. Hey, where did you see Carric? You said R2 saw something.
Gonna let y'all finish, but yeah, R2 see something down and to our left by Barron.
I'm going to need Iver to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, the bat could see further than Barron, but that's for another day, I guess.
Oh yeah, I don't have a. Can I adjust your sight on the fly?
Let's see. Bat.
Let me see. I might be able to do it. Tell me if this helps you out a little bit. What is R2's? I'd assume it's similar to R2's. Is his 120?
R2's is 120.
The bat's not. The bat's not. I was wrong. It's 60 feet. So.
Yeah, but they have the blind sight. That's their thing, not
Yeah.
actual.
Blind sight's 120, I believe.
So it'd be 120, 60 for the.
Let me make
sight.
sure of that there. I don't want to try to cheat anything. Blind sight.
Bad.
Well, yeah, it's blind sight. Not bad.
Blind sight 60.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So not much. I think that's the same, really, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah. No, you're good. just go with it. No, we're not
Okay.
changing that.
So I'll kind of badge everybody and tell them that something's going on down here-ish.
Okay.
And then I'll sweep in line our little conga line we got going on over here.
Okay, well, if you just told us it's down there, I'm gonna start creeping that way, I think.
I mean, the bat will definitely fly that way.
And I'll follow.
All right. As Ares moves that direction, I need him to make another stealth check.
Okay.
All right. As Ares does that, he's not quite as he's a little noisier this time than he was the last time. As he does that, you're going to notice a tremendous crushing sound as the rocks beneath your feet begin to move. And as that occurs, this is going to, the ground beneath your feet, Ares' feet specifically, is going to part, and up through the rubble is going to crash through this giant creature that was underneath the rock. I'm going to need Ares to make an athletics check. Okay. He's going to maintain his footing. He won't. He's going to be able to, as he's kind of thrown, as the rock shifts underneath his feet, and as that happens with the crash of that sound, Grim is going to notice the rocks behind him are going to begin to shift, and the wall is going to crumble behind him, and this creature is going to step out.
Now we're talking. That captain was full of shit.
And the Grim, I need you to make an athletic check as the wall behind you kind of evaporates. You are going to tumble forward, but all your recent training is still fresh, and you are going to maintain your roll and maintain your footing as you stand back up. And so we're going to say you were able to kind of roll forward that direction as it crashing through the wall. And I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative.
Hey, that 20 was for Ares, by the way.
All right.
And then Iver is 18.
All right.
Throw me on the list. Throw me on there.
Here's your test. All right. I'll scroll it. Let's cut off. Is everybody on there? I'm missing
Both of mine are not on there. Iver's an 18 and Ares is a 20.
all right. Is it 18?
18 and 20.
18, 20. And then everybody, yes. Looks like everybody. R2's not on there.
Nah, she can go with me.
Okay.
That's what we just
That's what we've been doing.
doing.
Okay. All right. All right. So we will order those descending. All right. So Aries is going to be up first.
Okay. Aries is going to attack. Oh, I gotta, okay. It's not in this deal, so it's weapon attack plus 3 to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target hit, 3d4 plus 2. So 3d4, I'm gonna have to make macros for Aries. Sorry. 3d4 plus 2, so 7, 9, 11.
What was the attack roll?
Oh yeah, roll to hit.
Oh, plus 3, 19.
19. All right. That will just make contact. You said it was that total of 9 points of damage?
11 plus 2.
11. Gotcha.
If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right.
Strength. I can't see what that is because I have some
21.
rolling. Okay. And then I'm going to move Aries back there.
If he moved out of melee range, he's going to be open to an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So he is going to attempt to claw him. So
I can't see what it is.
24 to hit.
Right, a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that just hits.
Just barely.
And
You tied.
it did not roll for damage, so
Just looks like below there. It should.
yeah, I got it now. Disregard the first part. It'll be their attack roll, but it's just for the damage part. All right, so he's going to take 16 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, Grim.
These are the only two people we see.
What do you think? You cut out there.
Those are the ones we see.
Oh yeah. That's the only two those are the only two.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I'll look at both of them and just do Bane on both of them.
Okay.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Let's see what's that. Charisma. Let's see here.
I don't know why it rolled to attack, but whatever.
The first one made it. The second one I don't think made it.
No.
All right, so that is, and whenever target bonus against
It's a -4 on attack. So minus D4. Attack saves.
I'm looking for something cool for that. I'll just put this all right. And do you want me to roll the D4 or you roll the D4 for the subtraction from its attack rolls? Is that permanent? Like, do I roll it now or just anytime you take?
Every time.
Every time? Gotcha. All right. All right. And your spiritual weapon, that was
It didn't do anything.
okay, yeah. I was scrolling. All right. Are you gonna make any movement?
No, I'm good.
Iver?
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this guy, and I'm going to, just to clarify, if sweet business, well, I guess Grimm's within 5 feet, so I can sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's 13, so it doesn't hit, does it?
No.
That would have been great because I had
Good
3.
first two.
Yep. And then I'm going to attack again. 11. That's a critical one. I'm a roller coaster tonight. So no. I don't hit either one.
All right. Are you gonna make any movement, or are you just gonna stay tight?
Yeah. I'm going to. I guess, but I'll move out. I move out of his heart. Or no, I'm gonna stay there. I'm just gonna stay there. So
Okay.
I'm staying there.
All right. Jack.
I am going to cast hideous laughter on. Actually, I'm going to cast it on the one knocked by the spiritual weapon. That guy here. So it needs to make a wisdom saving
It's
throw.
11. It's 11:50. It's 12.
Technically, it's a D minus a D4 too, but it doesn't matter.
I don't think we need that.
Yeah.
Just
Pretty sure you failed.
keeping that in mind.
Yeah, so it's that doesn't do any damage. So it's just prone and incapacitated.
All right.
Unless its intelligence score is 4 or less.
I don't know if this is intelligent. That's kind of it's
Well, it has a 0 plus 0, so it's got to be at least a 9
So,
or 10.
Oh,
it's
okay.
11.
Interesting. These are some smart.
They
But
stop.
you're still prone.
They stop. They that's with their intelligence. Are you gonna make any movement, Jack? I gotta put a little X on him because he's incapacitated.
Yeah, I'll move over here.
Which one did you do that on?
The guy down here by you.
That's what I thought. Okay.
X. He's incapacitated. All right. Barron, you are a bat and flying around.
Mm-hmm. And that guy's incapacitated, apparently.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, I hate to do it.
Is that guy dead?
No.
No, if he was dead, I'd just delete him off the board.
I gotcha.
The bat's gonna fly here. No, I can't. I can't do that. So where was I? Here. No, that he's.
I think you were more like down here. So yeah, somewhere down there.
Yeah. No, I was definitely down there. Five, 10. I mean, the bat's just gonna fly. I don't know what's going on with my screen, but not that far.
Okay.
To like right here, and I'll be that. Well, I guess I can dash with the bat, right? Can the bat dash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you should be able to fly over that guy, the other guy, because he's prone. That's the quickest route.
Yeah, but I won't. I don't want that. I want to be behind this guy. I'm just gonna count it. That wants to be right here.
Okay.
On as high as possible.
Okay. All right. Carric?
I will pull my licorice root out of my pack and stick it in my mouth and point at Iver and say, "This is for you. I owe you this one." And cast haste on Iver.
That is a wonderful spell.
Mm-hmm. And I shall take no movement.
Okay.
And I will tell R2 to give Iver an advantage on his next attack.
Okay. All right. All right. This one right here is going to move forward. And it's going to attempt to hit Iver. It's going to take a swing at the human, or the biggest thing standing in front of him. He's going to try to make his multi-attack. So his first one is going to be a miss. And his second one is going to be a miss. And I don't know what's your AC, Iver.
It's +2 above what it is right now.
You're muted.
Yeah.
He's got to make a minus D4 for that as well.
I think it's going to miss anyway, but I didn't know what
Yeah,
Iver's AC.
I'm sorry, it's a 14, so +2
Plus
with my
two.
haste, 16.
This is the one that's
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad.
It
16.
misses anyway. It misses. 'cause
yeah,
my-
perfect. All right, so he's going to miss all three of his attacks,
Helping all petty.
and the next one is going to be it's the last one that's been incapacitated. So it's going to come to the top of the order, but as that happens, this ruckus has drawn out this creature that Barron initially saw. Was it Barron or R2? I can't remember.
I did not see anything down there.
Must have been R2.
I didn't get that far down.
Okay. So he entered the fray. And we are now at Grim. You're up.
I'm gonna stay in melee. I'm gonna go around this guy
Okay.
and just make. Let's see. My first attack, I'm only attack with the sword. I'm going to use Divine Strike. My Divine Strike on this.
That'll definitely make contact.
There. Use the first one.
Use the first one, 8. I need that sword.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's it.
it wasn't registering on my screen.
All right. So a total of 8.
Bonus action, I'm going to move Sweet Business around here and attack with it.
Okay.
17.
That'll miss.
Okay.
Does it have advantage for playing?
It should.
Sweet. Yeah, I guess sweet business. Yeah, that was sweet.
Took
Yeah.
my flanking position.
I don't know about spiritual weapons. Are they able to? I don't know the rule on that.
I don't even.
As long as it's melee, I think. I don't know. That's not whatever.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. If that's fine. If it does, it hits. If it does, I don't know about spiritual spiritual weapons like that about flanking. So if you want to roll for damage, it doesn't bother me. I don't. Brain can Google it.
Spiritual. Okay.
What did we do before Google?
Mm-hmm. No, it works with flanking.
Oh, it doesn't help with flanking?
Yeah, move that bitch out of the way, because I'm about to get in there.
It's you can move through it. It's not doesn't hinder your movement.
Confirmed by Jeremy Crawford that spiritual weapon does not count as another enemy for a sneak attack or any other same condition. So no.
That's what actually I was going to ask on my first turn, but I realized Grim was within 5 feet. I was going to ask if spiritual blessing counted, but never mind.
Now we know the future. Perfect.
Question asked and answered.
So ignore the 13 damage.
I added it back.
All right. Use.
Aries.
Ares is going to take a bite.
Right.
Dude in front of him. I think he's 3d4. I'm going to have to make the attacks later.
He gets something with when he had the companions.
Pack tactics.
Yeah.
He has advantage.
Advantage.
Okay, good call.
He has plenty of companions around.
3d4 plus 2. Oh, I got to roll for attack. That gun.
We rolled twice, in fact.
Roll again.
Oh, yeah, roll again. Nothing.
But both of those.
Well, what's your attack on?
Do what?
What's your
What's
attack
your-
on?
Let me see. Good call.
Aries.
Attack bonus. Where is that?
Should be
plus
there's
3.
claw. It's a plus what?
Plus 3 to attack.
Plus 3. Yeah, it still doesn't hit.
18.
Yeah, it hits.
18 hits?
Tied him.
No, 18 minutes.
18 this and 19 hits.
Yeah, 19 hits. That's what I thought. So, okay. He's, I think he's done.
Okay. Is he going to stay put?
Yeah, I'm going to make his macros while
Okay.
turn to do so.
All right, you might not need to make his macros.
What?
Ivor, you're up.
Oh, you think my wolf's going to die?
I don't know.
Yeah, he ain't dying, dude.
Attacking you. He's no, I don't know. Let's hope he keeps attacking you.
I can't make him disappear and stuff like yours, but he'll be all right. He'll be fine.
We'll get him up.
Summon him again if he dies.
Yeah, we'll get him up. Ain't worried about it. So it's Ivor's turn.
You're up.
I'm gonna pull out my.
Put some on you?
I did.
Oh.
I'm concentrating.
Okay. I was like,
Well, I'm just going
I'm
going full on this guy.
You have advantage. Not that you needed it.
Yeah, the 27 will hit.
Yep. So then he takes 22, 26. And then 26 again to hits. So 8. So 34 points of damage.
I have a hard enough time keeping up with all that stuff.
What is it?
They were doing the sweet, sweet talk over there.
Oh, 34 damage
34.
out of those
So-
2 attacks.
The first one was 26, you said, and the second was 8.
Yep.
All right. You gonna make any movement,
Nope. I'm good.
Jack?
I am just, I'm not going to do that. Make a move. So I'm going to just vicious mockery him.
Okay.
So he has to make a wisdom save again.
He probably won't make it. That was the first one. Like,
Nope. So he'll take 2d4. 7 points of damage. And he's at disadvantage on his next attack roll.
all right. You gonna take any movement?
I'm not, but I am going to inspire Barron. I'm gonna tell him he's the best. He's the best. You be the best you can be, Barron.
My bat.
It's,
Yeah, you're badass.
I'm gonna move into the spiritual weapons underspace, and it's a free action drop polymorph. Unless anybody has a problem with that.
No.
What? The bathroom?
I can't hear him.
Nothing. He said he dropped form. He's Barron again.
Okay, I can't.
So I have advantage.
I don't even see him. Where
He's underneath.
He's underneath.
I'm
this.
underneath the spiritual weapon. Apparently, it does not occupy a space,
Gotcha.
according to Grimm.
Yeah.
I'll move it down just for ease of use.
And I'll just attack. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Hold on. All right, yeah, that'll hit, and that 30 points of damage total.
Yeah.
All right. As you take that swing, you notice that this thing lets out a huge roar, and it appears to be a death door.
It's gone or no?
He's a death door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again. That will hit, and that will kill it.
Yay.
No.
And with that, he'll tumble back down into the ground, into the hole that he kind of came out of. And you gonna take any movement?
Well, I moved 5 feet with the bat. I don't know. Technically, I was at the top of the ceiling with the bat. So you said it was 12 feet tall?
Yep.
Down. So I got maybe 15 left. If I 5, well, I'll do it on. I can see it. I guess 5. Can I slide by that guy? I can't see past him.
He's pretty large. He's occupying a pretty big space. That's a wall, like that's a cavern.
Yeah, I can't tell what it is. So actually, I will not.
He's
move.
prone, so I mean, can you step over him?
You can step over him. You'd have to make a dex check because what would cause him to become incapacitated? Any type of
Okay.
is it
Damage
or-
damage does, and at the end of each of his turns, but he gets if it's caused by damage, it's an advantage. He gets to roll. He gets advantage on it.
If you damage him, he gets to roll to wake up.
Okay, so yeah, as long as there's not any type of like rough movement or anything, then yeah.
No, it's just damage.
All right, yeah, then yeah, if you want to try to step over, you can.
I don't have a movement to do that, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right, Carric.
I guess I'll look around and say, Iver, do you want me to wake this thing up, or do you want to move first?
I want to move first. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody else is an initiative, are they?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I
Okay.
think.
Well, they didn't get the chance to make
I'll take my
a
movement
turn.
first then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Well, whatever it is, can't get past this guy.
And I'll have R2 move too as well. 10, 15.
You know what I realized? I had a third action. I could have attacked. I could have done.
Yeah, you get another action. So if you shoot twice per action, that's 4 attacks. Can I see what this is now?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's going to match what you previously kind of put together with the reptilian. It's a humanoid reptilian.
Okay.
It's a troglodyte.
Normal size.
Humanoid
It's not
size, yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's not huge. It's humanoid size. It's standing on 2 legs.
Yeah, I'll relay to the group that there's some kind of person, something or other down there. And I will hold my action and ready an acid splash on the monster when the monster wakes up. And I'll tell R2 to aid Iver in his next attack.
Okay.
All right. This troglodyte that had come around the corner after hearing all the commotion of the walls separating in the battle, he's going to take his turn. All right, he's going to come running and he's going to survey what's going on. Let's see here. It is going to roll. There we go. There we go. All right, he's going to try and make a multi-attack. He's going to attempt to throw his spear at the only thing that can really see on the other side of this thing that's laying on the ground. He's going to and it did not roll damage either. Hold on, it must have been when I was whispering stuff. Nope, I just said don't auto roll damage. Why are you doing that? All right. Disregard the next attack roll. This is just for the damage. All right, so he'll do, the spear will do 19 points of +7, so 26 points of piercing damage. Iver. His other attack is with the tail, and he's not in range to do anything with that, so he is done. And next up is the thing that's incapacitated. It is not going to take its turn.
But he gets to make a wisdom save.
Oh, lucky him.
At disadvantage.
I don't think he's going to be. It's going to help.
He just dies.
He just lays there. It's kind of like the boat.
His brain actually started deteriorating. What little brain he had.
Jack gets points for having the most efficient use of
I've done
spell
it.
slots.
Yes. It what was it? The other one, he also got a whole boat.
Yeah, with one
Half a
spell.
boat with one spell.
Yeah,
All right,
did that.
you're up. We're back at the. Actually, it should have been first for some reason. It didn't put.
That's fine. Go ahead with the dog.
The dog's gonna back up. Well, because he can't go around that thing, right? I guess he can go this way.
He could go the same way Barron was going to go and hop over it.
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go. He's just gonna follow there. He's gonna go there, and he's just gonna chill.
Okay. Grim.
Bonus action, I'm going to move the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. I assume the guy's down there. I don't know.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Right there. I assume this is the guy everybody's looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just hit him with a guiding bolt.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah.
Could have done that from way further.
All right. And
He'll be at disadvantage on his, let's say next attack has advantage against him. Wait, okay, the next attack roll made against the target before it ends has advantage. Yeah.
okay. So that damage will wake him up, right?
No, he attacked.
No.
He didn't attack. He
Oh, the
attacked
wrong
one
one.
down.
Oh, I subtracted that from the wrong thing.
But also, no, the damage would not wake them up. They have to make saves.
They still have to, yeah. Damage lets him make a save.
Gotcha. All right. Let me put him back to. All right. So this is the one.
So yeah, whoever attacks him next has advantage. Whatever.
All right.
Iver?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I did something wrong here. on my macro for this storm arrow here. Hang on 1 second. Let me just read this one more time. So it says, once per long rest, the wielder can use a storm arrow, which splits the next arrow fired from the bow into 3 separate arrows. Each arrow that hits deals an extra 1d6 lightning damage. If the magic arrow is shot from the longbow, the 2 additional arrows. Okay, wait, that's not. Okay. I'm gonna shoot this guy down here. Could put Hunter's Mark on him, and let me just see if this works. This macro that I've made. 24. That's the attack. Yeah, that's it. That's right. It failed right. 24.
Talking about the troglodyte?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's gonna hit.
And so it does 7, 12. God, it's terrible. 13. Now here's my question. Does that attack 24, like it launches into 3 separate arrows? So technically I'm about to do that and that. I guess do all 3 of them have their own attack with it, or does the first one? Do you know what I'm saying?
One that hits, right?
Do what?
It's
Yeah,
that each one that hits.
It would be an attack roll for all of them.
Sounds like an attack roll
So
for each
the
one.
third one will miss, but the second one will hit. So 12, 22
Okay.
with the second arrow.
Okay, so 22 plus
Yep, so I already took the other damage.
35. That's 35. And then I get, okay, then I'm just going to take, I'm not taking all of this. 16 hit, or 26 hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, 26 hits him. So 8 damage plus 3. Just take the 8 and the 3 off that. No Hunter's Mark and no sneak attack.
11.
Another 11. So it's 40. How much total in that?
I've been subtracting as we go.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
35 plus 11, so 46 total.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, and then with haste, I think I get 1 extra attack, and it's just a.
Well, you get a whole attack
You get a
action.
multi-attack, so you get 2 more attacks.
Mm-hmm.
If your attack action is 2 shots with your arrow, you get 2 more shots.
You get 1 more after this one. So you
Okay,
get
so
5.
there was another 5. I've done critical failed on, or rolled a 1
No,
on.
you critical fail on damage. You definitely hit him.
Oh, I hit him. Yeah, damage, and then
And
1 more.
Swing 1 more time for a 9. So 14.
9.
So another 14 damage for the west.
Yep.
All right, somewhere it's 14.
So basically, all that's a lot.
Oh, and you have 60 feet of movement if you'd like to move.
I'm gonna sit right where. Well, he's incapacitated, so I'm gonna back up here.
Carric trying to show him the way.
The ways of magic.
The ways of the road. There's no magic there, is there?
Well, the
Not
haste part, I think, allows me 2 extra, get another 14 damage out of that.
All right.
It was a jack.
Jack's up.
My turn. I moved over here, and I'm going to just vicious mockery this guy down here so he needs to make a wisdom save.
Hey, I'm sorry. On my 3rd storm arrow, we said it did not hit with a 20.
You only get advantage on the first attack.
Oh, on the first attack. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom save.
All right. Let's see here. Nope.
Nope. 6 points of damage, and he's at disadvantage on his attack.
All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire. I guess, well, actually, I'm not going to inspire anyway because nobody else really needs it.
I'll say, I think I'm already inspired.
Yeah, I've already given you one.
Yeah.
I'll inspire Iver just in case.
Okay.
You'll probably need it. You should inspire Aries.
Maybe I should have hasted Aries.
All right. So with that, Jack, you're going to notice after you did that damage that this thing, as having to use its spear to kind of hold itself up, it's just not long for this world. Barron, you're up.
All right. I'm going to go. Let me try to do this while y'all can see it. It's hard to go diagonal. 1, 2. I'm going to ask.
Yeah, you may pass.
Yes, can I pass? 3, 4, 5. Yeah. What I mean, I just knew y'all were shooting at something down here, so I'm gonna throw my sword at it.
Good.
It's within 30 feet, so.
Yeah, that'll hit. And that'll kill it.
Jeez. Okay, so what do we do about is this thing asleep? What are we letting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to kill it sooner or later. Might as well.
Let me get in flanking with it first.
Oh, we trying to kill this little bastard?
Yeah.
All right, fine. I will hold an attack of a fire bolt until it gets woken up.
Okay.
It may not wake up.
Somebody get in flanking with me because I'm moving away. I'm not gonna just sit next to it because it was doing some hella damage.
So what'd you do?
I held a firebolt in case it wakes up. And I'm not moving. And I'll give R2 will give Iver advantage on his shot.
Well, he has to make a wisdom save to wake up anyway. So,
Yeah.
Well, let me get in flanking with Grim then.
and he's minus a D4 because he's baned.
Hang on, I'm trying to move my token here. Assuming we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I just want advantage.
Barron's turn. Yeah.
I think we already have advantage, right?
He's
So-
on melee.
I'll hold my
Yeah,
advantage.
because he's
I'll hold my attack. Until everybody else attacks. I don't know whoever wants to attack first.
I mean, yeah, it's just, however, this is cycling.
Well, it's
This thing is just
his
waiting.
turn. He gets to make a.
Well, he gets to
wisdom
make a wisdom save to wake up.
save. He gets one on his turn too.
Oh, he gets one. I thought it was just when he took damage.
Nope, he gets one on his turn.
Yeah. Fail.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. All right, Grim's
Yeah,
right. Let's go, Grim. Light him up.
First will be my bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Yeah, that one.
Does that make him make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, it does. It's just
At disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm going to subtract his damage. I mean, his health first. That's a bad idea. All right. Nope.
nope.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll use my longsword with the divine strike.
Oh, credit.
Finish it off.
Oh,
I'm not gonna get to even hit him.
Your crit damage sucked, but
Yeah, I
that's
was
awesome.
Was it 21?
14 plus 7, yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Aries' turn.
Aries is gonna sit there.
Liquor one.
Yep.
Right, Iver?
Yeah, Ivor, however, is not gonna just sit there.
Has Aries taken any damage? I guess she has.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, advantage 19.
Yeah, 19.
And that will just make contact.
Mm-hmm.
26. Am I still hasted?
Yeah.
Yep.
Three more
you're
shots.
gonna ruin this chick.
12 more damage.
22. Okay, that's enough.
20 damage.
That's enough.
Okay.
You don't want to prolong that.
He crumbles. So
Yay.
you're out. All right.
I'm going to go over and take my dagger out and cut off some kind. Actually, I'm going to go for the humanoid and cut off like a finger or something.
Finger.
To take and show to the captain who said there was nothing down here.
So
Absolutely.
that was Red's move. There was he collected fingers.
Yeah, collected fingers. Remember when I collected all those bones?
Yeah, because we seem to have listening problems. She never
We
said
had to have a bone to get in the.
No, she
Yeah.
said
Then you get a bone in the thing. We never went back to.
the time to do it before and to find silver.
We'll defer that to the YouTube, sir.
You can defer it. I remember what I said. She thought it was a fool's play to go after silver and not we're risking the lives of her volunteers.
All right. Well, R2's going to move into the space where that thing was.
I thought nobody watched this.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm going to bed. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
All right, man.
Loses.
See you, buddy.
Check you later.
We want to stop since we're in the middle of
I guess we
because we're
could.
missing two.
Because now I have to figure out how to crop the edge off this motherfucker. Because I put it back. Because I wanted to
And
see
now,
the roll.
and now it's not safe.
And now I
For,
have
now
to
it's
go.
not safe for work because you just said that.
Yeah. I mean,
You have to delete it.
let's be
Yeah, you
honest.
have to go
Somebody's
back and
watching
delete
this.
it.
All right. So, can I walk up and investigate this kind of?
I want to loot all these people, and I want all their gold.
We got a tall guy who lives underground.
Yeah, all the
Well,
gold. Anything
the
valuable on top
thing
of
that
it.
I wanted
Oh,
to ask
all
is,
of it.
are we doing anything or are we stopping since you're missing two people?
Oh, we're definitely
We plan to
stopping.
call it here.
It's 12:30. We gotta stop.
Yeah, 12:30. And Jack is responsible for incapacitating two people that we just bought.
Now, if you want to, if you want to walk up to any either of those things, you can. But
Oh, I mean, I want to investigate them and look at anything valuable on them. But
Okay. Need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, good. Love it. I got saving throws, Constitution. You're not gonna like that. I'm not gonna like this.
Oh, there you go.
As you walk up to this thing, the stench is unbelievable. It is unbearable to the normal person. It would poison you, but you are successful with that, and so you're going to have to take a healthy step back. But you will be immune to its stench and its poison for up to an hour.
So up to an hour, I can grab a piece of it too, or did Carric already do that?
Yeah. You're immune for an hour, but after the hour wears off, you'll be at risk again.
I mean, did Carric already grab a piece off of this, or?
I thought he went up to
That was down here.
the Umber Holt thing.
Well, I'll grab a piece of whatever. Well, I mean, if I grab a piece of this, am I making a check every hour?
If you're going to hold on to a piece of it, yeah.
I'll just pull out I'll just pull out my iPhone 11 and take a picture of it.
Stench.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to walk over to Aries and just give him an old cure wounds.
I'm gonna walk over to Aries and give Aries a piece of jerky.
All right. Make an animal handling check.
Okay.
So +7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's twice you've done it, so the next time it'll be at an advantage. He's going to now take that jerky from you and feel even more at ease accepting food from you than before.
Technically, I had to touch him to heal him. So does that?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know how that works. Yeah, you'll have to make the same thing then. Yeah, animal handling check.
Oh, please tell me the damages. Oh.
He's +5. Holy hell.
You're not very he doesn't know you that well, so we know to fear you. But you being his same eye level height, he's not really scared of you, so he'll let you touch him.
Yeah, I hope so with the 24. And
Gotta let you do it. No, never mind.
Yeah. I was really about to go off the rails then, wasn't it?
All right.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Let's play tomorrow.
Man, I wish we could.
yeah,
I would be staying with a couple of y'all for a couple of days if we did that.
yeah, I might be in the same boat.
Well, it's the 30th right now, so I mean, if y'all still want me to do the calendar, I will.
Yeah, do the calendar.
Yeah, that actually helps.
I know it actually helps, but I didn't know if everybody appreciated knowing when we were going to play or just shooting off the cuff.